Namaste, and welcome to class, and welcome to the land of the Yurok here in California, where in ancient times this land have been their place and their home. And thank you so much for sitting with me, with you, undivided attention in this class about power. Namaste. This is a continuation of our theme of power that we started in California. And it was so interesting. As you know, I often sit in the land and speak whatever inspiration comes from the land, whatever message. And when I sat there and saw this incredible ocean and I start talking about power, you won't believe the wind that comes. It took the tripod out, it took my hat out, the sound was not coming through. However, I kept talking about power and the different kinds of power, and unfortunately the sound was not good enough for you to sit and contemplate on it. So I decided to continue it here at home. We come back from our retreat in Mount Shasta, and I decide then to sit in the forest here in where I live in Quebec, which is a complete different vibe. It's so silent, it's so repose, it's so composed, it's so kind of getting ready for the snow to come. It's threatening in the air. So let's continue with our conversation about power. I will start by taking you into an imagination picture. And in that imagination you will see you as a soul before you come into earth, surrounded by your angels and your guides and your librarians and your experiences and all what have been recollected through your soul journey. And then you look at the earth and say, I think I would like to go through that experience and mature certain divine attribute like patience or some kind of humility, some kind of understanding from the earth perspective. You start then the process of descension, and you see that what you have seen it from above is not that comfortable as you are descending. But there is one power that keeps you going, and it's the power on the heart that say, I'll do it. I'll do it. I will allow my soul enter into the density of matter. And that conviction, it creates a great ability for you to enter deeply, to penetrate deeply the 5 elements. Therefore, your incarnation, you are more in it. You are in the flesh rather than halfway. So everything in your life, it will be guided from that moment of decision where you say, I will do it. I will do this experiment. I will do this exercise. So this is the first and original power, really, that you have in order to deal with matter. And from there, everything branch out, right? The power that you have to commit and say, yes, I will do it, no problem. I don't feel threat by the unreality of the experiment. And you also have that sense of commitment, right? That sense that, yeah, I can do it, and I can repeat the power or the assertion and going 100% in my experiment, in my experiences. And this is crucial because any experience that you are choosing to animate, you always have the two complementary and supplementary factors, right? You have the people who help you, the situations that uplift you, give you signals, and you have also the retention force or the challenges that is testing your will of, I will do it, I will do it, I will pass through that. So the second power is the self-encouragement. You're not only committing, but you are also encouraging yourself to go through the experience in awareness. And this is the second power. The first one is that will that I say, I will do it. From that it comes the commitment. From that it comes the encouragement. From that it comes enthusiasm. Enthusiasm come as well. And then these have to be accompanied, because enthusiasm only is not enough. You need to get awareness. What is it that you are doing? So in that also you enter on earth with this power, and it's the power of witnessing yourself, how you are doing in the experience while you are doing the experience, right? Because sometimes we are in the middle of it, of the experience, let's say a birth, a childbirth, or a divorce, or any strong experience, where especially at this time, and we forget to zoom out, to take a retreat, to have time for ourselves, to be quiet and take notes and say, what this experience is teaching me, and what is my intention? What is my intention in this experience? Because it's in here where the perception evaluates and should evaluate in a neutral way. How are you doing? Right? And the evaluation is about the intention, right? Because I can be kissing my lover, but behind my intention is, I will make him so hot that he will need me later on, or that he will think that I am the best kisser ever, right? So, and in that we have so many intentions that are unchecked in every single interaction, and especially in the ones that, the intentions that we took from early age, like when you were a kid, you took the intentions, and now I'm not gonna talk to my mom, or I'm not gonna tell my mom all my secrets, or whatever decision you took that is taking you a position of defending. We often don't check those out, but hence, remember that any perception that is not in fluid form, it becomes in crystal form, and therefore it will be very much reflected in our challenges in life, in our relationships. So to maintain the awareness, the perception that, I am doing this action with this intention, and is this a valuable, constructive, creative, is good for me, or it just I'm fooling myself, I'm losing energy, right? So it's in this moment where these two powers start combining. Your willpower say, yes, I will do it. I will do it no matter what. And in here is another trick I'm gonna tell you, because sometimes that I will do is charged with certain desperation of achieving something, desperation of proving through your actions that you're worth it, and that you need that action in order to be happy and be recognized, right? I can be so engaged, let's say, in my work, and I go to the office and I talk to people, and I am so engaged, But the intention behind, unchecked intention, is to have some kind of outcome. Then you're a slave of the doer, right? They always will push you, and it will push you do more and prove more and reclaim more and expose more, and all those facets of the doer that is just enslaving you, sweetheart. It's just not necessarily being with the purity of the soul that say, I will take this experiment, period, with no outcome of any thing. I don't need to prove my intelligence, my skills, my love, my presence, my beauty, my sweetness. You don't need to prove it. That is a polluted will. Right? It's a polluted will because it's always looking for something, including healing. The action that is pure is full of enthusiasm. It gives you certain joy, where you just do what you need to do, you learn, you zoom out and say, what is I learn? What is the perspective of the attribute of humility, love, life, cooperation, friendship, fraternity, healing, support, any of those attributes that are done with the pure will. I will do it. I will embody 100% that, with no insisting in any outcome, with no glorifications of any type, and decorated with your perception, with your awareness. You give them the action and your incarnation on earth a beautiful opportunity of being alive, because every perception that is neutral, that is compassionate, is sinking in the heart with great peace, with great fulfillment, with great stability. So in that sense, when we're talking now at these times, right, we're entering a very accelerating and times on earth. It's not like in the 50s where it was announced, it's, oh yes, we're accelerating. Well, now we are in gear 4. We are full and going into the acceleration of looking at each other, looking at the actions, looking at any outcomes that are not really based in a pure intention, and see really what is the direction of our own humanity, our own self. Because remember, we do have the power. Sometimes we think that the power is in the masses, but the power is in the vibrational of the atom, meaning the individual, meaning the little segments that form the collective. That's where the power is. Because if one changes, one individual, one atom in the body, change frequency through awareness, the whole entire field of consciousness have to readapt, have to change, have to reorganize itself in different ways. So the more consistent we are in the, I will do it, I will do my meditation, I will do 100% my experiments, I won't doubt that, oh, is this action right? I'm afraid to do it, I will do it later. No, you have to do it right in the moment you hear, and put that emotion in adjustment or in alignment with your destiny, right? Like if I come to teach, I'm not going to delay to do the video, because it's a storm, or because, no, I will try, right? I will try, or I will adjust, or I will ask something. But in that, there are choices that you need to do every day in order to maintain the purity of your will. This, of course, affects your third chakra. The third chakra, we don't often talk about this, but the third chakra is the one that actually is like a little ball that sustains the fire, where the heart is expressed or is maintained. Everything is containing each other. Each chakra is containing each other with its own element, right? So when we don't have that will, I will do it no matter what. We need to check one more last thing. Don't go away. One more last thing, and is that I heard often you guys say, oh, but I procrastinate, but I have difficulties in keeping my sadhana, my meditation, my time for myself. I give myself excuses. I cannot go to this retreat, to this course, whatever. I don't need to be with me, but in general, any self-improvement or self-connection, I always say, check where is your energy. Where is going? Because if your action is directed towards impress others, or receive the applause of others, or being good so others can think of you that you're a nice person, that you're being loved, you play the good Samaritan, you play the tough soldier, you play roles that are too much outside, then you won't have energy to commit, right? It's not that you are procrastinating, it's that your energy is somewhere else, and therefore you don't have energy for you to sit and to have the contemplation and the perception that you need to direct your life. So this is something that you need to take note at this time. Very important in your notebook. Please, as a homework, check how willing you are. And why not? Why you're not willing. And don't give yourself this cheap talk. They say, oh, because I'm afraid. Oh, because others what is going to say. Cross through it and go a little bit deeper and say, why really I don't want to commit to earth, to be in my flesh, to be in my 5 elements, and put this emotion that is joy, enthusiasm, and give my soul the nourishment that it needs to prove its expansion, its love, its peace. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.